What the hell is this? I mean, seriously, what in the Shigeru Miyamoto is this? Well, we're going to find out today. There have been some insane add-ons for Nintendo consoles over the years. There was this monstrosity that Bandai Namco put out on the 3DS, we had the blood glucose monitor on the Nintendo DS, and of course, who could forget the sonar. So today, we're going to do our very own episode of Hot Ones and see what is inside this package. So why compare this to Hot Ones? Well, it's because this game is a food-based game, and it actually comes with this crazy adapter that turns your Joy-Con into a bottle of hot sauce. So you can see on the box here, it's quite a big box for the game, and there's your Joy-Con, and it's going to turn it into that cool bottle of hot sauce. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. So looking at the packaging, you can see these cool kind of anime, bright, colourful characters, all food-based. There's like a burger there, and it shows you all the different things that are contained in this kit. So you get your adapter, your hot sauce, a couple of different cards for playing the game, and I'll show you these all as we go along. We'll unbox the whole thing and look at it here. And again, hopefully not butchering the Japanese. I don't speak Japanese, so I believe it's Tabe O Ja is how you say that, but I could be completely wrong. Sound off in the comments. So let's get our trusty knife out here and get this thing open and have a look at it. So opening up the package, as I said, it is quite a big box package. You get a little card there with the game on it. I'll show you that more later. And then we have the goods with all the add-ons, and here are the little food cards with different kind of menu items on them, I believe, with different meals that you can cook. And then I believe they're placed in these little plastic kind of menu holders. You can see there's the gap, and then you use your Joy-Con to kind of scan each meal in. Here's the main event, nearly, as it were, with the bottle of hot sauce. And the cool thing is that little pepper in the hot sauce is actually a character in the game. You'll see him later on. And then we have the Joy-Con holder itself. That red plunger acts as kind of a button. I think it presses down on the triggers once you have it inserted. And as I said, you'll be scanning those little cards, so it'll be scanned with the bottom of your Joy-Con. So let's get the hot sauce in here and then stick the Joy-Con in. The back just clips off, and then it all clips together. Pretty seamless, pretty simple, but a neat little design and a really cool concept. Just something that's completely crazy and strange. I love it when consoles have these strange add-ons, and just finding out about them either from the past or, as this one is, getting it in around the time when the console is more relevant. It's really cool, and these are things that you can always have a bit of fun with. Just enjoy the kind of oddity that is playing something a little bit different. But what about the game itself? So I'll show you some of the cutscenes from the game. This is all from really early on, so don't worry too much about spoilers, although it is all in Japanese. So if you're a fan of anime, you'll probably really like this game. The look and feel of it, there's a lot of anime kind of cutscenes in it to tell the story as it goes along. So this guy has eaten some kind of cursed food. It's actually pretty freaky, this, and then he will turn into this kind of food demon, as it were. And then you're going to have to use your Joy-Con to sort him out. And there you can see your shining golden Joy-Con with the hot sauce included. So I think that's really cool that those items that you get in the packaging actually appear in the game like that. So if young kids are getting this game, I mean, it'd be perfect for them, seeing what you have in the real world replicated in the game world. I love it when games do that. And it's really bright, colourful. You see, obviously, it's a very food-based game, so there's a lot of cooking and stuff going on in the gameplay. I'll show you that later on. Here we have the cards that come with the game, so the game doesn't actually come on a physical cartridge, which is disappointing. It does come on a download code, so you will need a Japanese eShop account for that. And then you've got your different cards in along there with the Joy-Con, and each of them will have different meals and things like that you can use to battle and cook in the game. So showing off the Joy-Con here, I'll just put a little clip in beside it of that bit from the anime kind of cutscene where you can see, so it does replicate it, I think, fairly well. And I just think that's really cool, having those items in the real world and in the game world. It's really awesome, and I can just imagine as a kid how cool that would be. And on the Joy-Con there, you still have a lot of room for all your buttons and different inputs. Now I'll go over and show some of the gameplay here. So it is quite kid-based. You'll see a lot of kids playing in the trailer here. I've cut up bits of the gameplay, and as you can see, it takes really good use of the Joy-Con. You've got the feature there to scan, a lot of motion control, so you're going to be doing a lot of stirring, chopping, flipping, all sorts of food-based actions with motion controls. And yeah, it just gives a really interesting, unique way to play a game, something completely different. And I guess that's why I love these type of add-ons, because they do just give something totally different, a totally different way to play instead of just sitting with a Pro Controller. And you'll see here all those different cards laid out on the table with their little holders there. So that's another aspect to this. There are cards that are sold separately that you can get to then cook different meals and different items in the game, and as you can see here in the gameplay, you kind of use them then and cook things up using your motion controls and those different cards you can scan in to kind of beat your enemies and things like that. So there is a collecting kind of aspect to this as well. I guess if you're in Japan, these cards are more readily available, and it's something that you can go out and get kind of as an additional purchase. There is a versus mode here. You see the two kids there playing against each other. So there's a single player aspect to this game with the anime, where you're traveling around the world using your powers to beat these kind of food demons, but there is also that kind of multiplayer aspect to this one as well. This is definitely one of the stranger items I have for Nintendo Switch. Turning the Joy-Con into a bottle of hot sauce is pretty unique, it's pretty strange, it's a really crazy idea. This is super Japanese. If you're not into that kind of thing in terms of gameplay being completely anime and crazy and bright, this probably isn't for you. But I was able to pick this up relatively cheap, and it's a pretty cool little nifty item to have on the shelf. I mean, where else would you get something like this? Certainly not in the UK or USA would you get a game that looks like this on the cover, and it's just different. It's unique and fun, and that's usually what I come to Nintendo consoles for, from third party and from first party. They always have something different. This is the console space where you will find these strange games, strange add-ons, and lots of weird things going on. And long may it continue. I want to thank you all very much for watching. If you liked this video, check out this one right here. I think you'll like it as well. All the best, and I'll see you guys in the next one.